What? Did you actually think I was gonna make a video of me showing off my horror movie collection? Nah, get the fuck out of here. What'd you say? Huh? You're alive? Yeah, I'm alive. Yeah, I came back from the dead. In case you didn't realize. And besides that, you said you weren't gonna make the video, right? Nah, I don't tolerate that shit. So you better get your chunky ass out of the bed and make that fucking video, or else we finna have problems next time. Or we finna have problems right now. Oh, you talking to me? Yeah, I'm talking to you. What the fuck else you think I'm talking to? I mean, you know what? Listen here,
whoa,
you little fat fuck.
Hey.
If you don't record that damn video, we finna have some problems next time. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, record that damn video. Record it. Record it. Or else I'm
Better
gonna
point
pop
that
you in
damn
the
gun
head,
away.
and you finna regret it. Man, I am not finna point this gun away until you make that damn video. Bitch, why you screaming? Well, looks like I'm gonna have to do this now. What's up, guys? Nathan's World here. Sorry for that cringy ass skit I did. Now we're gonna get into my horror movie collection. So let's start off with my Demonic Toys movies. This is the OG, the best one, Demonic Toys. This is a fun movie. If you like cheesy horror, this is the film for you. It's easy to find it on streaming. So yeah. And here's Dollman versus Demonic Toys. I do have a copy of Dollman. It's there somewhere. But it's not considered as a horror movie, so I'm not gonna include that. So, but this is considered as a horror movie, and I like this film. Not nearly as more than the first one, but it's also a really enjoyable movie. Next up is Demonic Toys 2. I thought this was the sequel until I saw this, and then I was like, oh, okay, so this is the sequel. But this movie feels more of a sequel than this movie. But hey, I really don't care. Do I? I don't know. But this movie, it has some enjoyable scenes in there. When I first saw this movie, I thought it was garbage, like god-awful. And now that I really think about it, the more I rewatch it, the more I kind of enjoy it more. So it's not nearly as bad as I thought it was. But it's a sequel. They never made a Demonic Toys 3 for some reason, which they should have. By the way, can we all just acknowledge how terrifying the toys look? Especially in the second one. Demonic Toys 2, nah, they went all out with the toys designs. This baby doll over here be looking like Chucky. That's the devil. Okay. But yeah, these movies are really enjoyable. This one is really hard to find on streaming, so I'm very glad I have it on physical. Since it's very hard to find on streaming. Now moving on to Puppet Master. Here's the classic Puppet Master. Very enjoyable. It's a very enjoyable little cheesy horror film. It's a little boring in some scenes, but yeah. And here we have the GOAT, Puppet Master 2. This is a big upgrade from the first movie. Really fun to watch. Haven't seen these movies in a while. I haven't seen these movies in a while, but I saw these last year, like maybe mid last year. And these movies are very entertaining to watch. This is one of my favorites. Torch, the Puppet Torch. That's one of my favorites. Here we have Puppet Master 3. Again, there are some boring scenes. I really like the new puppet that they introduced, Six Shooter. Another very fun, cheesy horror film. Here we have Puppet Master 4, which is really fun, really cool. Probably one of my favorites. And, yeah, I think the story's pretty good, too. I think the story for all these movies are pretty good, except for Retro Puppet Master. Here we have, I think might be my favorite. Puppet Master 5. This one might actually be my favorite one. This movie's really good. Definitely recommend watching all of these. And here we have Curse of Puppet Master, which is a movie. There's only one issue I have with this movie. I wish they had more screen time with the puppets in the movie, but it's a Puppet Master movie. And this one we can just forget about because this movie sucks dog shit. I'm not kidding when I say this. This is the worst movie out of the franchise. I hate this movie. This is the most boring movie I think I've ever experienced in my life. Don't watch it. Unless if you want to. But, yeah, these are all the Puppet Masters and Demonic Toys. These are not in the same universe. At least I don't think so. But, yeah. And next up is The Exorcist. I feel like every horror movie fan has seen this movie by now. This is another classic. This is a very good classic 70s horror movie. If you haven't seen it, you're missing out. It's a pretty terrifying and scary movie. Yeah, this is a really good horror film. I definitely recommend this. And now on to the Predators. I have AVP Aquarium. I don't have the original AVP, but I haven't even seen this movie yet, so can't wait to get around to watching it. Team Alien, am I right? Okay. Here's my Predator 4 film collection. Very lame cover art there. I feel like they should have done something more clever than that. This has all 4 of the movies. What's stupid is that, look, they're all the discs are just stacked on each other. So it's kind of hard to sometimes get them out, and it's a pain. So yeah, these movies are good. The first one's obviously the best one. Predator 2 is also good, but not nearly as good as the first one. Predators is alright, and The Predator is alright, but enjoyable. Predator movies. Haven't even seen AVP yet, so yeah. Okay, now we're just gonna get into some random ones. Here's the double feature of Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2. Very enjoyable movies. The first one's definitely better, and it's a classic, so definitely recommend these movies. The Nun. Haven't seen this movie in years, but I own it. So, honestly, the movie was mid. Here are some movies that I think you've never heard of. Here's The Jack in the Box. It's another, like, kind of cheesy horror movie, but enjoyable. Here's The Jack in the Box Awakening, which I have not seen yet, but looks interesting, though. Now getting into these bad boys. Alright. Now, we're going to get through to the lame ones first. Here's, as you can't tell, this is, the original Saw, very enjoyable movie. Here's, Saw 2, which I have not seen yet. So, can't really say much about that. Here's a terrible cover art of Jeepers Creepers. Jesus. It is the original movie, but this cover art sucks. Why would they do that? Here's the Scream movie I think everybody hates. Scream 3, which I have not seen yet, apparently. Yeah, there's a lot of horror movies I haven't seen yet. Now, getting into the 2 GOATs. My 2 favorites. Hold up, actually. Sorry about that, guys. I have to get something real quick. Here are the 2 GOATs, in my opinion. The 2 GOATs. There is a 3rd GOAT. That's my number 1, but I gotta save him for last because he's the best one. Here's the original Child's Play. Very enjoyable. Classic 80s horror movie. This Chucky is one of the reasons why I love horror. Chucky is just like my top 3 favorite horror slashers of all time. Here's Cult of Chucky. Kind of enjoyable. It's okay. It's not great or bad. It's just okay. But it's a movie. It's kind of close to being a mid movie, but it's just okay. Curse of Chucky is better. Here we have, oh man, the 2nd GOAT of horror. Friday the 13th Part 2 and the remake. The remake is my favorite. I love the remake. Freaking love it to death. The remake is really good. It's a really enjoyable movie. Haven't rewatched it yet. It's been a long time since I've rewatched it. Here's Friday the 13th Part 2. I recently just saw this a couple months ago. Honestly, it was really good. Probably better than the first one. But yeah, it was very enjoyable. Can't wait for the new Friday the 13th series coming out called Camp Crystal Lake. Yeah, that's all of those right there. Alright, these are the last movies that I have. Here is Terminator 3 and Terminator Salvation, if you can even consider these as horror movies. I mean, I kind of do, so... And whatever. I've never seen these movies yet, so I can't really say much of them. Next up, we have a classic, Jaws. Love this movie. This is probably Steven Spielberg's best film by a long shot. Love this movie. Love his work for this movie. Yeah, very good movie. Jaws 2 is good. Not nearly as good as this movie though. Jaws 3 is fine, and Jaws 4 sucks. Jesus Christ, why do I even have this? Yeah, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Wow, I actually bought this. Wow, I actually bought this, didn't I? Wow. Yeah, this movie kind of sucks, to be honest. This movie sucks. I mean, there are some enjoyable scenes that I liked in the movie, but overall, the movie's just dog shit. So, don't watch it. Next up, we have the GOAT. Five Nights at Freddy's. The GOAT of all video game movies. Well, actually, no. That's a lie. Actually, I think the Sonic movies are better than this. The Sonic movies. But, yeah. I'd say this is probably the fourth GOAT of all video game movies. And, yes, I am putting this above the Mario movie because I like FNAF more than I do Mario. So, yeah. This is a very enjoyable movie. If you haven't seen it yet, what are you doing? You're just wasting your time doing nothing instead of watching this masterpiece right here. This is not my favorite movie of all time. It's not one of my favorite movies of all time, but it's a really good movie. Still can't believe that people don't like it. Now, next up, the best for last. The true GOAT of horror. The most masterpiece of a franchise, in my opinion. My favorite horror franchise of all time. Wasn't that a big surprise? Yeah, as you can tell, I am a huge ass Halloween fan. I love Michael Myers, and also Michael Myers is literally the reason why I'm a horror fan. So, back to the collection video. And fun fact, actually, my first ever horror movie I ever watched was the original Halloween. The OG Halloween 1978 was my first ever horror movie I ever saw. And my God, let me tell you this. I was engaged to Michael Myers. Not in a gay way. Shut the fuck up. But, like, as a fan. Like a huge Michael Myers fan. Like, as a huge ass fan. And, I've been a Michael Myers fan since I was 5. Yes, I was a Michael Myers fan since I was 5. Michael Myers was my first ever horror movie franchise. The reason why I love horror is because of Michael. I can appreciate him for that, for being my first ever horror slasher, and for being my first ever horror franchise. Love Michael Myers, and as you can see, I have 2 figures of him, the one from Halloween 2 and Halloween Ends. And, hold up, actually, I'll show you it. Check this bitch out. Got a Michael Myers mask in here. Along with his knife. This is a fake knife, by the way. It's fake. So YouTube, don't get after me. This is a Michael Myers mask that I have. I also have the costume too, so I can clearly become him. Well, not for real, but you know what I'm saying. But this is the double feature of Halloween 2. This movie is my favorite horror movie of all time, and I'm saying this hands fucking down. I'm sorry. This is my favorite horror movie of all time. My favorite Halloween movie. Love this movie. And I gotta say, out of every Halloween movie, I'd say this was probably the scariest. Maybe beside Halloween 6. But, hey, I love this movie. If you have not seen this movie yet, what are you doing? You are literally just wasting your time doing absolutely nothing instead of watching this masterpiece. But yeah, Halloween 2 is just chef's kiss masterpiece. My favorite horror movie of all time. Halloween 2, the GOAT. Halloween 3, not nearly as good as the second one. It's kind of okay. It's an enjoyable movie, I gotta say. But as a movie by itself, it's pretty good. But as a movie with the Halloween franchise, it's okay. Here we have the Halloween trilogy, which contains Halloween 2018, the second GOAT, and Halloween Kills, which is good but not nearly as good as 2018, and Halloween Ends, which is dog shit. Like the cover art there, though. Yeah, it has Halloween 2018, the second GOAT. Halloween Kills, it's good. Ends, dog shit. By the way, just like how I said, Halloween 2 is my favorite. Halloween 2018 is my second favorite of the franchise. Love Halloween 2018. Masterpiece. Absolute masterpiece. Now, this is the newest addition to my horror movie collection and my Halloween collection. The Halloween 3 film collection, which, as you can tell, this is clearly the Halloween 6 cover. But it contains Halloween 6, one of my favorites, actually. Yeah, I actually like this movie, so you shut the fuck up in the comments. Don't judge my opinion. Please, this is my opinion. I actually quite like this movie, so don't judge it. Halloween H2O, very enjoyable movie. There was a couple of scenes in there. Actually, I think the whole movie was just trying to copy Scream, because this did come out in the 90s, and so did Scream, so... very enjoyable movie, not nearly as good as this one, in my opinion. Well, it's kind of close to being as good as this one, but it's still a very enjoyable movie, and I do love it. Halloween Resurrection. Yeah, this movie fucking sucks dog shit. But I do have to say, this movie, in my opinion, is better than Ends. So, Halloween Ends is a bigger dog shit than Resurrection. I do like Resurrection a bit more. But, yeah. There's some elements about Resurrection that I do kind of like. But overall, it's just a mid and a bad movie with some scenes that I did like. Yeah. Anyways, that was my entire horror movie collection. Let me know if you agree with one of my opinion if you agree with one of my opinions in this video. Comment. Put a comment if you agree with one of my opinions. So yeah, that's the end of this video, and see you guys in the next video.